What's up, my language athletes? I hope you're rocking it like a boss and are ready to learn some stuff. My athletes, you guys are amazing, and I want you to be able to express that to the world. That is why, in order to do that, today we're gonna learn the to be verb, or in Spanish, ser o estar. The to be verb, it's a verb that you use to talk about who you are, what you are, where you are, or how you feel. For example, I'm Julio, I'm a teacher, I'm in my house, and I'm excited. In Spanish though, we divide the to be verb into two verbs, ser and estar. But don't worry, in order to make it easier, we're gonna study one at a time. And not only we're gonna study one at a time, same as we did in last video, we're gonna study only with yo and tú, which is I and you. Remember, my athletes, right now, we're not trying to learn a lot. We're trying to learn a little, but very well.
Perfection.
Having said that, the first verb that we're gonna work with is the verb ser. Before we talk about how to use it, let's talk about the conjugation so we can get that out of the way. The verb ser is an irregular verb. Therefore, it doesn't follow exactly the patterns that we learned last week. Nevertheless, it's one verb, so you can just learn it. The conjugation of the verb ser is yo soy, which is I am, or tú eres, which is you are. The verb ser is used to talk about things that define you or describe you. For example, yo soy Julio, I am Julio, that is who I am. Yo soy profesor, I am a teacher, that is what I am. And yo soy increíblemente sexy, I am incredibly sexy, that is a description.
Perfection.
And of course, when it comes to tú, it's exactly the same thing, but with a different conjugation. You can say, tú eres mi hermano, or tú eres Juan, you are my brother, or you are Juan. That is who you are. You can say, tú eres doctor, you are a doctor, that is what you are. And you can say, tú eres muy agradable, or you are very nice. That is a description of you. If you notice, all of the things we're describing with the verb ser are things that describe a person rather permanently. They are things that don't change quickly or commonly, and if they were to change, they would change the whole life or environment of the person. An easy way to know if you can use the verb ser is if you would use it to describe yourself. For example, if you would use it to say things like, I am intelligent, I'm short, I'm brown, I'm a teacher, I'm Mexican, things that would define you as a person, that's when you use the verb ser. The verb estar, in the other hand, we use it to describe things that do not define you. We use it to say things like where you are or how you feel. The conjugation of the verb estar is yo estoy, I am, or tú estás, you are. We use it to talk about locations because where I am does not define who I am. For example, yo estoy en mi casa, I am in my house. Tú estás en tu casa, you are in your house. The other usage, of course, is to talk about how we feel. Yo estoy emocionado, I am excited, or tú estás triste, you are sad. If you notice, those are feelings that you have right now, but they do not define you. For example, I can be excited right now, but then it goes away later. Or you can be sad right now, but then you watch one of my videos and you get super happy. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Now, my athletes, to be honest with you, the differences between ser and estar are slightly more complicated than that. I just don't want to overwhelm you with a bunch of information and get you all confused. I want you to have fun and enjoy the process. My recommendation for you to study today is to get one verb at a time. For example, you get the verb ser and then describe yourself as if you're talking to somebody. I am tall, I am short, I'm brown, I'm white, I'm Mexican, whatever you are. And just do that a lot, right? Talk about who you are, what's your job. Take advantage of this so you learn a lot of vocabulary. And of course, you practice it with tú. Imagine that you have, for example, that special one in front of you, and you want to tell them how amazing, how beautiful, how intelligent, how creative they are. Use this to learn vocabulary. When you feel confident with ser, you can study the verb estar. You can first talk about places that you're at. For example, I am at the park, yo estoy en el parque, I am at my house, yo estoy en mi casa, etc. And then, of course, you can go crazy with all of the ways in which you can feel. Estoy feliz, I am happy. Estoy triste, I am sad. Estoy enojado, I am angry. Go crazy. Just learn a lot of vocabulary. On my part, that will be it for today. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, all of those things. Thank you very much for your attention and have an excellent day. Remember, have fun and study like an athlete.